Brother, here is Farcry 2.
This is serious. Everybody in Uganda knows Kung Fu. Drop the bomb, man. Like a mafia.
Far Cry 2 is a far cry from what the games of today have devolved into. There was a time where Far Cry games weren't about climbing Tower A and discovering Section 1B of a map. There used to be some sauce before the games got lost, okay? Ubisoft released a title that doesn't get enough credit for the greatness within. And that is the direct sequel. No. The direct sequel? No, the original sequel. Perfect. Thank you so much. It's so hard to get good help around here. Fat Cat 2 is an African love story dating sim giving you the options between player man or player woman. You go on lovely African dates such as escaping gunfire, shooting mercenaries, and burning down local wildlife preserves. However, one thing is gonna cockblock your path on achieving your golden boner reward. You're struck with a bad case of Australopithecus africanus. I mean, you have malaria. I've never felt such pain and torment in a video game like this, where I have to inject myself with enough morphine and anti-malaria medicine to keep my player just actively thinking. I am a walking corpse, solely surviving on drugs. While struck with malaria, you are met with one of your ex-lovers, hell-bent on revenge because you kissed Rebecca at the Halloween party. It's not my fault, I was drunk and she was wearing cat ears. She's real to me! After your ex begins a civil war, taking advantage of the local populace and their endeavoring political turmoil, you begin to hunt down Stacy from ruining your Big Bang Theory marathon. However, this will force you to align with the two factions of the war-torn African country of, well, they don't really say, so for now we will call this land Sagandis. Factions such as the United Front for Liberation and Labor, UFLL, and the Alliance for Popular Resistance. Whoever was behind the naming of these groups should really get a gold star in participation. Sagandis is brought to its knees by these two warring factions, and you must assist them. Your multitude of lovers think otherwise, however. Every time you accept a mission from either group, your companions will give you an objective which only benefits them and their own selfish agendas. Everybody in Africa is super honest, we swear. Such agenda-completing missions will include assassination, ambushing convoys, and intimidation, all in the name of Sagandis and the health of the nation itself.
We are number one!
Write that down! Write that down!
This game will stack you with a multitude of choices, however, none of them really matter in the endgame. While dealing with the helpful and peaceful population of Sagandis, you're going to encounter struggles of the average African war criminal. Your guns will become icky yucky to the point where if you don't maintain them, they will literally explode in your hands. I mean, this is definitely one of the coolest mechanics I've ever seen in a video game ever, so props to Ubisoft for this. This feature's so cool because it gives you limited options and careful preparation in every battle that you go into. It's kind of like the deterioration in Breath of the Wild. There is no map, there are no waypoints, and there is no Queen of England. All the objectives are listed in your journal, and your map is a separate tool used in live gameplay. While there are waypoints shown on the map itself, you won't be able to notice them because you'll be driving off a cliff, staring at your map for the 100th time. Also, driving! There's never been a time where I needed to drive an all-new 2009 Jeep Wrangler, or how about the 2009 Jeep Liberty? Shit. I need more blood diamonds. By the way, the only acceptable currency in this game is blood diamonds. There will be no shillings or leons accepted here, thank you very much. How else will I pay for those brand spanking new cars, or maybe even some weapons? The weapons of Far Cry 2 feel unique enough But if you're trying to speedrun through this dating sim, use the crossbow at all times, which will be a whopping $10 US on console. Thank you very much, Sony and Microsoft. After negotiations of peace have failed between the two factions, you sleep for about 14 hours in your safe space, guarding you from those on Twitter. These safe spaces are the only locations that you'll be able to save this game manually. While awaking from slumber, Stacy will return and tell you that she's posted all of your dick pics on Tumblr, leaving you to ruin with the fashionable emo clique that you're in. You'll no longer get a discount on Enjoy or Neff clothes at Zoomies. Forced to pay full price for edgy douchery, your time's running out. You must consume more morphine, malaria pills, and blood diamonds in order to regain your status. The Fall Out Boy concert's in a week and I totally snuck some beers from my dad. He's never gonna notice. But however, in the end, Stacy was always there for you. She was just having a really bad day, that's about it. There's nothing else. I swear, there's nothing else. We don't need to talk about it. Yeah, just look at the road ahead of you. Turns out everybody was a dickhead that you came to know, and everybody that you met on Tinder is a fucking bot. And Stacy starts to speak philosophy to you. Turns out, in Stacy's mind, the only way to stop a war is to secretly fund a war with the intention of ending it later at an unspoken time to make profit, but also probably stop the war, right? Right? You and Stacy are the only ones who stand between the Water Tribe and the Fire Nation. You're given two choices of either bribing border guards with diamonds to let the civilians out of Sagandis or blowing up the route the APR is headed towards, killing you in the process. Stacy says that only one of us can do either job, and that is up for the player to decide. As you throw your machete away, things cross your mind. Was this all worth it? Well, that's Far Cry 2 in a nutshell, guys. Play it if you want to. You can pick it up on Steam or Xbox if you got Xbox. Yeah, and just Merry Christmas to everybody. This video is coming out a little bit later than I would have liked to, but why don't you enjoy the happiness of the holidays? And I hope that you guys have a good one. Thank you.